Christmas, everybody! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we are already in December of 2023. 2023, what happened to it? I mean, it seemed we just barely had Halloween, and then all of a sudden November just flew by. We had Thanksgiving, and now we are in December. This will probably post like the second week in December, maybe the first, close to it, I don't know. But I can't believe we are already Christmas time. I mean, Christmas isn't bad. I love Christmas. Like, it's fun, seeing all the lights and stuff, the holiday shows that come on, like the cartoons that go on, the SpongeBob First Christmas, Everybody Loves Raymond Christmas, The Simpsons Christmas, great Christmas specials, neighbors going around making holiday treats, giving them to other neighbors. It's a fun time of year, but honestly, Christmas would be perfect if it wasn't for the snow. I hate the snow. Like, I live in Utah, and right now we're having a giant snowstorm. It's awful. Plus, health-wise, 2023 has been terrible. I'm just barely getting over a cold. I'm very congested right now. I rarely get sick. I've been sick like 3 times this year. 4 now. Anyway, if you have any gamers out there and you still need to do your Christmas shopping, you're like, I forgot to get little Timmy and Jimmy a little Christmas gift. Well, sit back, because these are the top 5 Nintendo Switch games that any gamer that's an owner of Nintendo Switch would love to own. So, let's get started, guys. I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record player because there's probably hundreds of people that have already recommended this game. But the #1 game that any gamer needs to have for their Nintendo Switch is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. This game was so amazing. This released earlier this year, and for those who loved Breath of the Wild, I can guarantee they are gonna love Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom just takes Breath of the Wild and it expands it 110%. I mean, it's just fun to go around Hyrule riding horses, or what's amazing in Tears of the Kingdom is that you have this ability to create items out of nothing. A really popular thing to create in Breath of the Wild is the hover bike. So that's awesome. What's great about this game in Tears of the Kingdom is that the story is just fun to go through. The bosses are really fun. Like, the boss of the Wind Temple was personally my favorite one. The costumes to get in this game are amazing. It's cool that there's an upper island in this game, which is really cool to explore the isles in the sky. I love that. Plus, this game has cutscenes, which Breath of the Wild kind of did, kind of didn't. Like, the enemies are stronger. It's cool in the cutscenes to see Zelda interact with Rauru, the first king of Hyrule, and his wife. Plus, you got awesome fight with Ganondorf at the end of the game. It is really cool. I totally recommend getting Tears of the Kingdom. If you haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, I would say definitely get that game too. But if you've already beaten Breath of the Wild, definitely get Tears of the Kingdom, because it is #1 on my list of games to get to make someone have a Merry Christmas in your family. For #2 on the list of games you need to get for any lover of Sega or Nintendo, I definitely would say get Sonic Frontiers. Not only is this an amazing game itself, but it's also a mix of Breath of the Wild, where you can explore this open world. It has Sonic on these different islands where you have the classic Sonic thing, where he rides these different railings to get around the island super fast. Plus he can go supersonic. If you collect enough rings, he can go super fast. And not only does it have the certain Breath of the Wild feeling where there's robots on all these different islands. Like there's this one island that Sonic goes to where he can ride this robotic shark, which is awesome. That's like probably one of my favorite things to do. If I don't feel like playing the game and just exploring the islands, solving these little puzzles, I'll find a robotic shark and use Sonic to ride it, because it's entertaining. It has a Mario Odyssey feeling to it too. You know how Mario Odyssey, he travels from different places to different places collecting coins? That's what Sonic does in this. Plus, the boss fights in this are super fun. Like, Sonic will go supersonic in fighting these bosses, which is cool. You go around these islands getting the Chaos Emeralds, completing these little mini quests, and at the end you collect the 6 Chaos Emeralds. It turns out the boss has the 7th one. Once that's collected, you start the boss fight, which is really cool. I love the cutscenes at the end of the boss fights because they're really fun to watch. Anyway, definitely Sonic Frontiers. It's not your average Sonic game. Like, it's very open world. It is classic mixed into it. Like, there are clips of Sonic in cyberspace, which is really cool in itself. Like, Sonic's doing moves that you wouldn't expect him to do in cyberspace, which I loved. Like, out of a 10, I would give Sonic Frontiers probably a 10 out of 10, because it is really fun. Once you do these side quests, once you collect these little mini Cocos that this person has lost, once you return them to him, he'll upgrade your health, he'll upgrade your speed, your strength, so you can take on robots like nobody's business. It is really cool. It's really different from what other Sonic games have been, but I'm not complaining about it because I love this game. It is super fun. If you have a Sonic fan in your family who loves Sonic games, who loves the whole concept of Sega, I would definitely recommend Sonic Frontiers, because they will not be disappointed. For those of you who love racing games but are tired of, like, Mario Kart, it's a fun game. Mario Kart's amazing, but I admit that doing the same courses over and over again, even doing them online against people from around the world, can get really boring. Especially since the characters in this game don't really talk. Well, technically they do once they get hit or anything like that. Go, like Mario go, oh no! Or you got Toad goes, oh! But that's all they do. But if you want a game that has fun courses to it and have characters that can talk, number 3 for me is Sonic Team Racing. I actually love this game. Like, the story mode to it is actually really fun, but it's fun just playing the racing part of it, like getting all your friends together and choosing a team to race. It's kind of lame because there's only like 8 teams you can choose from. Like, there's the Sonic team, Eggman team, Amy team, Knuckles team. They're all like teams of 3. But what's really cool is that all these tracks are so different. And if you love Sonic colors, the Wisps are the weapons in this. So you can choose these Wisps to burst, that'll give you a speed boost past your people. And what's funny is that they'll trash talk each other. Like, if you pass an enemy, they'll go like, "Eat my dust, sucker!" Or Sonic, or Tails is like, "Genius coming through," which I love. I love the trash talk in this game. I think it's really funny. It's really cool too, because you collect the rings as like you do in other Sonic games, which I think is awesome. I love the courses in this. Each course is so different. It's really hard not to find an appreciation for Sonic Racing, because it's a really fun game. If you love Sonic Colors and Mario Kart, if you combine those two, you're gonna get Sonic Racing. So, would I recommend buying this? Yes! It's number 3 on my list, and if you have a member in your family who loves Sonic, who loves Mario Kart Racing, who wishes there was a Sonic Mario Kart Racing game, definitely buy them Mario Racing, because you will not be disappointed, and their Christmas morning is going to be nothing but fun. Alright, this is for the anime lovers and game lovers. You know, growing up, I always loved this one anime that my sisters found annoying. They preferred to watch other cartoons on Saturday mornings, but I preferred to watch anime. And one of my favorite animes was YuGiOh. And my wish came true eventually, because we got a game on the Nintendo Switch, which was YuGiOh Legacy of the Duelist. Legacy of the Duelist is an amazing game. I mean, it's so much fun to be able to play the campaign of it. Like, what's amazing is that you have these different story modes to go through. I mean, you got the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, you got Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, you got Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, you got Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, you got Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns, you got Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever it is comes after Reigns. You got like 6 in total, which is really cool. Also, once you beat these certain characters through the campaign, you're rewarded these cards, which you can go through the card shop and build your own deck. Once you do that, you can replay the levels, and it's so fun to use your own strategy with the cards that you've built to be able to take on these opponents through the storyline, and to be able to crush them with the cards that you have in your own deck. I love it. Plus, there are certain cutscenes of cards that you play. Like, there's an Exodia cutscene, which is really dope. When I first got this game, like, once the opponent got the Exodia cards, there was no cutscene to it. But the game got an update where there is an Exodia cutscene, and it is so dope. It's almost exactly like how it is in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, when Yugi first summons it against Kaiba. That's what you get in this game. It is so cool. Plus, there are other cutscenes that you get when certain cards, but it is amazing. I definitely recommend this. Like, if you don't feel like doing the campaign, there's duelist challenges, where it feels like the computer has definitely been cranked up a couple levels, because the duels are a lot harder, but they're not super hard that you can't win. Although it does, I will admit, it does feel like the computer does cheat at times, like a lot of times, but I still love this game. Like, if you got a person in the family who loves Yu-Gi-Oh! And who loves video games, who's collected the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards like me through my 27 years of life, I would definitely recommend getting Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, because it can be frustrating sometimes, but I do love this game. I would never trade this game. So, if you're looking for a game that an anime lover would love, I would definitely get Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, because they would not be disappointed, guys. Not at all. And now, the last one, number 5, that I recommend getting for anyone who loves to game. There are people that, like, you know, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Go hand in hand. It's like a peanut butter and jelly thing. But with the peanut butter, it's either some people love crunchy, some people love smooth. And that's like with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't make a video with It's sent with it having YuGiOh in it without having Pokemon. Because those who love YuGiOh, there's are those who prefer Pokemon. Like, I love YuGiOh, and my sisters preferred Pokemon. So, this is number 5, which is Pokemon Sword. I loved Pokemon Sword. Like, I admit there's this side character in it named Hop. He can be super annoying. Like, he's super hyperactive, saying he's gonna be the best Pokemon trainer in the world. He's gonna beat you at everything you try. But if you get past that, it's a really cool game. Like, the Pokemon battles are fun. Plus, it has Pokemon. You know how every Pokemon game has those 3 Pokemon that you start out with, that you choose one from the 3 starters? It's really cool. Like, you get this little monkey, this bunny, and this, like, I don't know what it is. Some kind of, like, iguana thing. So, but he's the one I chose. He has a really cool evolution phase thing. His third final phrase is like this James Bond kind of like thing. It's really cool to see though. But anyway, it's really cool because like it's kind of like an open world Pokemon game, kind of open world, kind of closed. But each area you choose to travel to is so unique. Like my favorite area is this like a glowing mushroom place that you go to, which is really cool. I love the graphics in this game, how they paid attention to so much detail in Pokemon Sword. It is amazing. The Pokemon battles are really fun too. Like, you really get into the Pokemon battles in this game. I love the gym battles in this too, because you feel like you have this uniform you're wearing, you're cheered on by 1,000 fans. The music to it is just amazing. It gets you pumped up no matter what you do. Also, there's this one thing, I think it's called like Dynamaxing, where these Pokemon, like you have a normal sized Raichu, once you choose to Dynamax them, they become this giant version of themselves, where their attack is like doubled. It is super cool. It is super fun to face these gym leaders in the stadium. It is awesome. I loved Pokemon Sword. I gotta say, it might be funner than Arceus, honestly. Like, Arceus was amazing. But if I had to choose between Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Arceus, I would definitely say Pokemon Sword. But yeah, that would be definitely my number 5 choice in a game to get for a person that loves Pokemon games. I would definitely look into purchasing Pokemon Sword because not only is it a fun journey to go through in this game, fun characters to see, fun battles to have, it's just an alright fun experience in this game. So yeah, definitely check out into purchasing Pokemon Sword for that Pokemon lover of your family. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like this video, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hey, I might have helped you find some games for gamers in your family that I think personally they would love. Personally, I do love them. Anyway, if you made it this far, please comment down below what your favorite video game is on Nintendo Switch. I might look into it for Christmas to get like a Christmas gift to me, to myself. That would be awesome. But yeah, I hope I get over this cold soon because I'm sick of getting sick. Anyway guys, have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy shopping. And yeah, we'll see you next time.